if you're walking a true spiritual path, a path of direct personal experience and learning by experience and drawing from the great and luminous souls before you, but walking your own spiritual path through it all, you will eventually realize, or probably have already realized, that it's a lonely realm. It's usually a lonely realm. Once in a while, you see a light in the distance of a kindred spirit that you might meet and have a connection with, but in general, it's a lonely path that we walk on our own. And of course, I'm not talking about the people who do yogi cosplay, dressing and acting very spiritual and attending all the things that you're supposed to look like and be seen doing if you're spiritual, and all those events and hot spots and trappings and accessories. I don't mean that at all. I'm talking about direct, personal, authentic experience of your own unfolding spiritual realization, walking your own path. It's often lonely. And you could compare it to being a lighthouse keeper. A lighthouse keeper is someone who lives on the farthest edges of society and is tasked with continuously shining their light as a guide for anyone else who wishes to behold that light and use it in their own navigation through rough and rocky seas of life. So in that sense, those who are walking a true spiritual path could be likened to lighthouse keepers. And the thing about lighthouse keepers is nobody thanks them. They are thankless. And yet they are crucial for those who see and guide their own path by the light shined by the lighthouse keepers. And although it is understandable and realistic to feel that you don't matter, to feel that what you're doing doesn't matter, that nobody cares, that it's unappreciated and unacknowledged and unwanted, it's understandable to think that. But don't fall into that too deeply or too often, because the thing about the lighthouse keeper that is very enriching and satisfying is the knowledge that although unthanked and unseen personally, the lighthouse keeper is crucial in offering help and guidance to countless vessels who have seen his light and have charted their courses accordingly in the rough and rocky seas of this life. So if you can relate to the lighthouse keeper, don't worry too much about the loneliness. It comes with the job. It's part of the territory. And don't worry about the thanklessness, but rather just keep your light aglow.